Okay, it's more go in, right? Aatrox, Wukong, Rakan, everybody's going in like this. And although Team Liquid, they're limited in engage options, and by limited, I mean, yeah, it's pretty much a Swain Claw. But the disengage, the zone control, if you try to dive onto barrels, onto Trundle Pillar, onto Swain's ulti and Lulu, it's tough.
Yeah, and also trying to think about how Team Liquid would try and achieve victory with this team composition. It's winning lanes, getting set up first on an objective, and then poking and waiting for FlyQuest to come into them. It's still, you can still play up-tempo with champions who don't have engage if you're strong enough in laning phase.
Keep on trucking in this one, get themselves up to a tied record if they beat TL here. Let's do it.
That would be quite the shocking start for FlyQuest if they could tape down Team Liquid. And also a disaster week for Liquid if they dropped to TSM and FlyQuest, but they are definitely the heavy favorites going into this one.
Absolutely. Taking a look at what we've got across the board here will be the grasp up there on Gangplank. No first strike on him this time. We've got ourselves PTA on Trundle. Everything's pretty similar there. Ignite versus Teleport there in the mid lane, so it is going to have some summoner spell discrepancy there in terms of late game rotations, just general macro play with Bjergsen having the advantage. Down in bottom, Exhaust versus Cleanse. They're on the AD carries, Ignite on both supports. So Johnson really trying to pay respect towards some of that CC. Does not want to get grabbed by a Swain Claw and immediately... Well, we do see both of those crabs about to spawn here as the waves are getting cleared out a bit. You can see Philip and Johnson have both finally got back out from underneath the turrets. They're farming up. But let's see who goes with the crabs first. We are going to get both junglers showing up. Santorin walking into the Drake pit. Likely to have to flash out of this one. Stands and fights. CoreJJ coming in to try to save him. The flash follow. Santorin stuck around too long. Greed is a deadly sin for Team Liquid. CoreJJ flashing back into the pit, trying to get away. Takui's coming up from the other side.
Gotta land it.
Chain. Can we stop him? He's got the chain.
Got him.
CoreJJ thrown up into the air, and the money goes to JOSEDEODO.
Oh, that is huge for FlyQuest. They get first blood on a Johnson and the double buffs onto the Twitch here. Philip getting really low, and his wave is quite awkward. He's got to pay respect. If you get hit by another barrel, flash auto Q, and you're dead with the passive.
There haven't been any other advantages coming from it. Back up here in top, Philip started to try to stand and fight against Whippo, lands most of the combo, doesn't get the sweet spot on Q3, so loses a little bit of damage on what could have been. But honestly, just trying to fight back here against this Gangplank. And what you had already pointed out, Isaac, was not a great lane and wave state for him.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see. I mean, Philip now, he doesn't have level 6 yet. Whippo has hit level 6, so you're going to have to be pretty respectful. He has no TP. If he gets dove on this is a fat wave pushing in.
Oh, no.
So Philip really needs 6 here to try to survive. But this is looking like an easy dive. We'll see how far off 6 he is.
Might get it. He has 6.
Well, Philip trying to stay alive here. Flash Q3! Philip with the outplay to make it a 1-for-1.
Still a massive win for Philip there. Something about playing top lane for FlyQuest this split. You're not going to get that much help, so he needs to be able to clutch out in fights like that.
Johnson immediately popped by Hans Sama. Team Liquid getting a kill here in the bottom lane, but JOSEDEODO shows up, and he's ready to go in for the Team Liquid AD carry. One more hit with the stick and point and click. CoreJJ nearly kills off Afro move, but now he's able to get on back as JOSEDEODO keeps the chase alive and scares the Team Liquid support away 1-for-1 when the dust settles.
Teal are able to get this 2v2 kill.
Yeah, and this was huge for Hansama and CoreJJ.
Okay.
This was also then huge for
Solo
Johnson.
kill.
Johnson's revenge immediately after just taking out Hansama on the Zeri. 2-1-2 now. 4 out of 5 kill participation on the Twitch feels great.
Man, that's going to be plates as well. Like, that was a pushing wave. Actually,
so big.
You die, solo kill for Hans, dying with that wave pushing in. So it's at least one plate has already gone down there. So that's like a kill and a half going over there to Johnson. Because of that plate plus the kill, going to deny some minions. And Johnson is out ahead significantly over Hans here, nearly 1K in the lead just in that 1v1.
Another fight here at Rift Herald.
Yeah, we might have some problems. Team Liquid pulling away from the Herald, looking towards Whippo now, and JOSEDEODO runs in to steal the Herald. FlyQuest, they end up coming out with the objective, but can they get everybody away? JOSEDEODO flashing over the wall, not going to give him the opportunity. Takui trying to get out of there. FlyQuest doesn't lose a man. They get what they came for. Philip needs to get out of town now with Santorin coming back up here. But that was the fact that this has been a pretty scrappy game early on. The only neutral objective is still that Herald, which is still in the inventory of JOSEDEODO. Bjergsen trying to get out. Johnson needs a little bit more. Will that poison kill him? It's still ticking. 20, 11, 1! Dead! Holy moly! absolutely. I thought he was going to live at 1.
Bjergsen messed it up, though. He actually activated the claw, which pulled Johnson into range for an additional auto. In that situation, you know, he's going for the heal, and I think the heal would be less than the additional autos that Johnson was able to get. You know, I think he should have hit him with the E and then just allowed him to sit there rooted and run away. It's hard to judge, though, in those situations, because when you pull the soul with the reactivation, you do get a heal. But in this case, it seemed like that was the little bit extra that Johnson was able to need.
Johnson's Twitch is absolutely the champion to watch this game. 3-1-2, Bork is already done. The guy is making things happen.
Having that Blade of the Ruin King is just making him a menace anywhere he goes. I mean, Core has ult and flash, but he might need both.
Core JJ trying to stay alive in this one. Johnson's going to get exhausted. Can't find the kill just yet. Hans Sama looking for a little more damage. Santorin coming in from the side, and Johnson is shut down. Good punish from Team Liquid.
Little bit of a caster curse. We are definitely watching the Twitch.
Yes.
The more single target damage, or if you're going to go for that 2-item spike on Hurricane.
I tend to agree with them having a slight advantage, but also because they have so much engage. So, like, Aphromoo has been really on point, and LeBlanc can threaten Lulu like crazy in the mid game in terms of trying to establish vision control. So I think FlyQuest should be very happy with their current state in the game.
Well, they did manage to at least get value out of that Herald. I was starting to get a little bit concerned because the timer was getting dangerously close to 0, but they get the expected value and more, as it was about 3 plates left on this bottom lane tier 1 turret. FlyQuest are able to strong arm that one down up to a 2,000 gold lead 12 minutes into the game. They also got the first Drake, so...
First blood. Also, when he pulled Core away afterwards, Johnson got 6 from invisibility and was able to get another kill. But, like, it makes him a very squishy engager, but the way he got here, I think, was also very well played to prevent Zeri and Lulu from being able to get that lane advantage.
And the EXP state is still favoring FlyQuest in terms of bot lanes overall as well. You can see Johnson level 10. Hansama was level 8 only just recently within the past couple of seconds. He hit level 9, so having the advantages for that Twitch, who's also ahead thanks to the kills, making sure that he continues to stay ahead of things here.
Blocking the bot side river. They should be able to get this tower actually because it's already low enough. So a couple autos, then move into the bot side, and they're going to look to try to play for both Dragon and that turret.
And it's so hard for Team Liquid to contest this, partially because they do not have engage. When we talked about the draft, we were expecting them to have an advantage in the early game, but they're just going to try and go with slows. But how do they lock them down?
Aphromoo just dashes away, makes it look easy. Yeah, JOSEDEODO takes a big chunk of damage, and you can see that FlyQuest, they had Jose and Aphro moving up. They were thinking, okay, maybe Core JJ walks into the jungle trying to ward or something, and we can catch him out. But unfortunately for Fly, they're the ones who end up taking most of the damage, but it still won't matter. They've got Prio, they've got control over the bot side river, and now they've got a 2-0 Drake.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the vision. You know, the observers are just showing us, you know, you look at the vision line, there's not much of anything, and now Johnson heading up towards top side. Bjergsen does have stopwatch, and he has ulti and exhaust, so this won't be an easy kill.
Well, Johnson's still gonna go for it. Bjergsen buying time. There's your stasis. Johnson still got the ulti ready. Contaminate's got him ticking low. Bjergsen will live through this one. The potion and the healing on the ulti was enough. And Johnson just gets smacked to death by the troll and the pirate.
Falls.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, exhaust plus stopwatch are so powerful in a one fight like that. And the quick TP coming through, you know, they have the answer. They get the kill onto Johnson, which is going to set him back quite a bit. And Bjergsen, very
probably the one most capable of dealing with Twitch in team fights. Just pop the ultimate as soon as you see Twitch and make it hard for him to hit.
Philip going in after Bjergsen here, knows that Bjerg does not have that stopwatch anymore. There is an ulti for Bjergsen, I do believe, but finally gonna pop that one now. Philip, this is Q2, still chasing after him. Come on, somebody's gotta get this kill. Philip dashes in, there you go. Philip grabs himself a kill on Bjerg.
Takes them a minute, but they get the kill. There's no counterplay to be had on the other side of the map. There's no sort of response that was gonna be coming through. We'll see it, oh, nice barrel chain.
Yep. Not a whole ton of damage coming out of it. JOSEDEODO is going in, and Aphromoo's right beside him. Immediate pop on Hansama, and there's the gold we were looking for in Johnson's pocket.
Just a really nice gank there. Hansama never saw him, didn't have a big time to react. He was knocked up into Rakan, into dead, so dies with both summoner spells, but really had no time at all to react.
It's interesting, because it is a good kill, but at the same time, kind of cleared out. You can see there's nothing from FlyQuest in this entire section of the map, but you lose mid control, and it's still 50 seconds until the dragon spawns. There's quite a lot of time. Philip's actually on that top side turret. You know, TL have both their soul laners on the bottom tier 1, trying to get one of their own. And FlyQuest also cheating up towards Baron, so willing to at least threaten that they could try to start this.
And one thing I also want to point out here, because it goes with what Jat was talking about earlier, talking about some the ways that the Swain can work in these fights. He's got Ghost, thanks to Summoner Spellbook. So when they go in, if they don't have that proper engage from Aphromoo, from JOSEDEODO, Bjergsen's ability to navigate around in these fights and just keep that ulti going and keep the DPS maximized, it could be very scary.
Also really big that he completed his Zonias. You know, that coming through is such a big deal. And now FlyQuest are moving in here. TP is already coming in early from Bjergsen, trying to help them maintain vision. They want to force FlyQuest to walk through this Swain, which makes the claw very powerful.
But it was so important, actually, that Team Liquid, about a minute ago, used both Gangplank and Swain to kill that bottom turret, because it gave them control of at least enough of the map to move in for this dragon. So really nicely done this happening. To answer your earlier question, I think it's going to be 3.5 minutes until, well, 3 minutes until the next fight, but it could very well be a catch like this.
I think they just made a liar out of you, my friend. Hansama face checking a brush with Philip waiting on him. Johnson flashes in trying to chase, but that was not the right choice. JJ destroyed as they catch him instead. Santora now going to be in trouble. Has to flash up the wall. Aphromoo trying to get in with the quickness, but right back out. Bjergsen coming in, seeing if maybe there's some sort of a counterpunch to be found, but Takui is also on the flank. They find Shane's over the wall. Whippo's going to get brought back, but he flashes away. Takui jumps in, and he finds Hansama. Whippo won't laugh, and Bjergsen is draining nobody but the red buff. FlyQuest just got 3.
Takui played that so well, going over the wall, bursting down this area, then snapping back to his W in the red pit. Bjergsen pops the ulti to try to answer him there, and then he R's back over the wall again to be able to break his ankles. They get the kill. They're going to take the Baron here as well. FlyQuest looking great. TL trying to move over here to
TL doesn't want to give this up.
But there's no flash on Santorin. There's no ult on Bjergsen.
Well, Bjergsen at least still does have his stasis. JOSEDEODO jumping in there, seeing if they can have any sort of success in this. FlyQuest is going to be scared away from the Baron. They have low health bars. They don't have a lot of resources left. FlyQuest disengaged.
Whippo might be able to steal that with a barrel if
yeah, you can see
Philip's not careful.
He's placing the barrels over the wall.
Oh, he failed his chain.
Oh, no!
Pin away, pin away, pin away. Close your eyes, you didn't see
Johnson's
that.
ready to try to make a move out of this. Johnson unloading! Rat-a-tat-tat, fire the gas! Whippo is down!
That's,
cut the video.
that's a rough one. That's one of those moments that you want to forget real quick. Fail the barrel chain, get solo killed by Twitch. You really hate to see it happen.
No, that was a series of unfortunate events for the Team Liquid top laner. FlyQuest is loving it. They're on Soul Point. They're the ones who just got more money on that Twitch. That, as you guys are saying, hey, he's 3 items. Runeham's Hurricane is done. Next one's a 0, 2, and 2 for Bjergsen Swain as Bjergsen face checks the brush, eats a little bit of damage, goes into the ulti, so FlyQuest are backing off, not wanting to immediately engage into that massive zone of control, but it's Takui into the back line, finding a ton of damage onto Hansama. JJ, remember, no wild growth. Bjergsen gonna get rooted there by the chain, but they do not have the tools to follow up. Everybody walks away.
This is such a hard game for Team Liquid to play in the current state. It's like they're just hoping that FlyQuest drastically over-engage, but FlyQuest is doing a really good job of not over-committing. Like, Jakori just there, in a couple buttons, procs Hansama. They can't push the waves very well. They're just hoping that a Twitch overextends somewhere.
Oh, JOSEDEODO already after him, looking to flash to continue the chase. R2 ready to go, and with Hans in the dirt through both subs, FlyQuest is loving it.
Alternative suggestion. Don't listen to my suggestions and just kill Hansama and go for Baron.
Joshua Chat Leesman is not responsible for the actions that may result from you listening to the opinions of Joshua Chat Leesman. Now we've got FlyQuest going after the Baron. They've got it down to 4K. Team Liquid coming in, trying to stop it. Santorin looking to challenge. Johnson's going to be taken to half HP.
Oh, no!
Bjergsen with the shutdown, and FlyQuest will crumble. Aphromoo tries to find something, but Bjerg's going to make it a double. And with that play, Bjergsen breaks 2,200 kills in the LCS, and they break FlyQuest back.
Just like that, FlyQuest have been playing such a good game all game long. Try to do the Baron on top of the GP ulti. Everyone comes in from TL, stacking up for that perfect fight. FlyQuest missing key ultimates there from the Trundle into the Swain ultimate. There's no escaping that. and the wheels just completely fall off. I mean, it went
The
from
car
a 4,000 went from a 4,000 gold lead to nothing with your opponents having the Baron. And now, can you even actually fight for this soul? It is so rough all of a sudden. You know, FlyQuest's work has just been immediately erased.
They were in so much control. They thought the pick was going to be the Baron, but if they just wait for the Ocean
Oh, look at
Soul,
Johnson, though, wrapping around.
They're going to go for it. He's on a control word, though.
Oh, Johnson's got to get out of there. Hansama goes for him. But now FlyQuest, they want to try to turn it around. Hansama's going to be taking some damage, but in the middle of everybody, JOSEDEODO looking to make the plays. Johnson running out of ulti time here. Philip needs to heal up a little bit further. He's going to die to Hans. Johnson's going to pop. FlyQuest have absolutely crumbled.
Santorin lived with no health there. They couldn't quite finish him off. The stopwatch on Santorin, the Zonias on Bjergsen, completely changing that fight. And now TL on the push here. Bjergsen TPs to bot. They'll deny the soul here. The Let's Go Liquid cheers erupt, and TL on the march.
Team Liquid is just galloping over them now. FlyQuest, they have lost their opportunity at the soul. They have lost their gold lead. They have lost control over the map. Everything just crashing down in these last couple of minutes after one mistake. Fire for 2 or 3 seconds, you win the team fight. But Team Liquid have found themselves in such a better position than they were 10 minutes ago.
Absolutely, and with with the luxury items coming through, I mean, Anathemas, that's going to be on Twitch for sure, so that's going to reduce his tenacity. There are the stopwatches as well that could buy that time. Philip could be in trouble, and Johnson as well.
Santorin's going in for him. Johnson, however, he has his team nearby. He still has to flash away. The subjugate is burning. Johnson's going to be saved by the shield, but FlyQuest have to fall back. They don't have their AD carry ready to fight. Team Liquid, they have this Twitch figured out.
They got his flash as well, so it's not even about waiting for the soul. They're just going in for more.
Takui, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Hansama gets the kill. 5v4, Team Liquid.
Bjergsen got him over the wall with the claw, and then the polymorph there to follow up. He could not get out. Ends up going down here, and now on the push, if they can dive on a Johnson, it's no ult, no flash. They can look to end, potentially.
No Twitch ulti with a numbers advantage in the first place. JOSEDEODO nearly going to be killed. Wimbo just going in. He gets a killing spree. Team Liquid losing for 25 minutes, and then they win in 10. They will take down FlyQuest and get their dub.
Back-to-back claws from Bjergsen. Catches the koi over the wall to set that up to get the kill there. Then the final kill they need on Twitch. He nails the claw on him as well. Pulls him in, and with no flash,